Listen, good evening, everyone. Firstly, again, I must thank you very much for bearing with us. It's a radio play, and we're trying to first time we've done it, so there's some technicals for us. So, again, thank you very much for bearing with us, and I do hope it's going to be worth your wait, yeah? Okay, this is a series of scenes that have been collected over a couple of years. The story is about a place called the 492 Korna Klub. Okay, which is a community centre run by Arthur Theodore, married to Dorothy Blossom. Okay, so that's the kind of main, that's the centre of the world in this story, basically, yeah? There's some other premises which belong to one of the daughters, Patricia Roslin. Okay, there's a family tree who have a script, but I'll try and explain as we go along. And there's another venue that's going to be the house of one of the daughters, Patricia. So, the world is in South London, somewhere. We put the characters together with the idea of hoping they'll reflect what happens in your community. The idea of it really is to try and engage the community by a radio play that goes out to people so they can kind of give us feedback on what we think the characters are about and where they're at, or any other issues that it might raise. What I can say, guys, this is very much a work in progress. The actors behind me, as you can see, they're going to play various characters, and they will come apparent as we go along. So, when you're ready, we will give you the first instalment of 492 Korna Klub.
Don't let it get you down. No.
1, 2.
Don't let problems get you down.
Okay, Friday evening at the centre, where Arthur, Dorothy and Carl are drafting a plan of activities at the centre for the next 12 months. Dorothy and Arthur are in the office.
There's
so many things that we could be doing here at the centre, but it's just not happening.
There's no funding to support some of these ideas they want to put forward, Dorothy.
Dorothy takes out some papers and spreads them across the table.
My tea.
Why you put it there? Put it on for your side, no?
It's rough out there, Dottie. Things are not working in our favor, especially for small business like ours.
Well, all the more reason to find other ways to utilize the centre to generate money. We need to keep things ticking over whilst we wait to hear from the funders. Carl and Martha submitted a couple of funding applications last month, but we have to wait a while before we hear anything.
What do you think what do you have in mind? You do know that we also have to talk about which member of our family or the staff we need to let go or keep.
All right. I've been talking to Carl and Martha to get some ideas of what they think could work here on a daily or weekly basis.
Come to think of it, they should be here,
Martha can't make it, but I have asked Carl to pop in and him should be here soon.
Good. The staff should have a say in whatever plans that we are going to make.
And that's why I've spent most of the week in here, talking to them.
Bearing in mind that we have plans of our own. They are the ones that should really be putting this plan together.
Dorothy taps the table and points to the papers.
Take a look at these. I've jotted down a few things here based on the conversation I've had with them.
There's quite a few things in this list,
Of course. We can't take everything forward, Arthur, but this is where this list come in. But this is where you come in even more importantly.
Where?
I need your help to help me push forward a plan for the next 12 months. If we can make it work, then we can sustain the centre beyond this period.
So, where do we start?
At the beginning.
From that I can see the beginning is not on this list.
What do you mean?
Dottie, think about it. Our whole life is wrapped up in this center. And the plans that we've made to go back home to Jamaica, it's not included in here.
Please, we're not talking about that now.
But we have to. We have to. Right.
It's not the right time and place. It's not that we're talking about now, Arthur.
What do you mean?
Arthur, we are here because we have a life here. Our children here and our grandchildren are here.
Lord. And this center, we are still here because you don't want to discuss the plans that we're supposed to discuss.
That's not true. We have discussed it time and time again. But sometimes and something always happens that we come right back here. Something comes up and it pushes back things a little bit. That's all.
As far as I know, the plan is for us to leave here in 18 months' time. Now, you are asking me to start another plan of action without even referring to this one.
Dorothy shuffles the papers and taps the table with her pen.
This is part of our future.
And who decided that, Dorothy?
The noise from the centre door closes. The centre door closes and can be heard. Some footsteps can be heard down the corridor.
That must be Carl.
What is going on
office
here?
and senses some tension between Dorothy and Arthur.
What is going on here? Good evening, Dorothy. Arthur,
Good to see you, Carl. Help yourself to a drink.
everything okay with you two? Dorothy, did you find the papers I left for you?
Yes, everything is fine. The papers were exactly where you said they would be. Come, get your tea and sit down. We have things to get through.
Oh, thanks. I'll have a coffee in a bit.
Okay, sit down. Dorothy. Dorothy was telling me about the ideas you get in the center to generate some more money.
Yes, it's quite exciting, really. If the committee agrees, we could start to hire out the space to new groups. Unfortunately, we are not getting enough bookings for family events, but we have been getting inquiries from groups who are able to pay to hold regular meetings.
Do you have any group that want to hire the hall for long term?
Yes and no. We have the Domino Club, who uses it weekly, indefinitely. The Drama Club comes in twice a week, and they're paid for up to the next 2 months, and the Limers have to cut back to hold a monthly meetings.
So we have 3 groups bringing in some regular money.
But the drama class will not be able to continue after 2 months.
Yes.
So what's the plan to get new groups in? Have you seen the list Dorothy put together?
No, not yet. The drama group has been fantastic, really, for the center. And the young people have enjoyed it. But we need to get groups that can afford to pay.
We know that, man. Well, what's your thought on finding a way forward?
Dorothy moves the sheet of paper closer to Carl.
We have identified a couple of groups who could afford to make regular payments if we are happy to hire out the hall to them.
Arthur moves the papers towards him and browses the list.
Dorothy, how comes Dwayne's idea is not on this list?
Well, it was an interesting suggestion, but I don't see how signing up the center as a safe haven is going to help us generate income and help the center stay open.
That doesn't mean you should keep it off the list.
It's something we could consider later on down the line when we have solved our main problem.
The boy came up with a very good suggestion. And we are not even going to consider it. No wonder the young people them said we're not listening to them.
Arthur, I asked him how his suggestion is going to help us resolve the problem. He didn't come back to me with anything.
But it's a good idea.
I'm not convinced. At the end of the day, we only end up with more young people hanging around this place.
Isn't our services to provide a space for them?
Arthur, it's not that simple and you know it. At the moment, we need to prove why we should be allowed to provide a service in this community at all. We have to develop a strategy to generate regular income and keep our doors open for everybody who uses the center, not just for the young people.
But you've come up with a good idea for that. Here,
Arthur taps the paper.
at number 18, your list. Renovate the kitchen space by turning it into a community cafe.
Yes, but this needs to be agreed, and it could take up to a year to get that off the ground properly.
I understand that, Dorothy. But it's a sound plan of action to help towards sustaining the center for the future. I don't think anyone will object to that.
All right, but we still need to look at other options, which will pay the bills and enable us to keep our staff. I'm sorry, Arthur, but the safe haven idea is not going to bring us in an income.
And that's the only reason why you would choose not to open it for discussion?
Arthur, we are in trouble here, you know. The council is not going to give us any more money beyond this year, and we are on the radar to be seen as delivering.
The young people met last night to talk about...
We need to think this through and discuss it with the young people
We
properly.
need to concentrate on things that are going to bring us in an income. If we turn this place into a safe haven, it's going to flag up too many things, and we're not able to manage. We don't have the capacity. Listen, we are not a full-time youth club, you know, and that is what we will end up being if the young people them is allowed to wander around whenever they want to.
Dorothy, if you're telling me that you are having a problem with helping to keep our young people safe, then we are going to have a problem moving this whole plan forward. Carl, what do you make of Dwayne's suggestion?
The truth is that Dwayne and the others are keen to push forward their idea because of the problems they know are going on in this area. When they meet, they started to draft their proposal to present at the next committee meeting.
I don't agree with that. I don't think we should spend too much time discussing that at the next meeting. We have much more pressing concerns.
But the committee meet again. When we meet again, we should concentrate on two things. Take care that are going to affect the future of the center. Making this place a safe haven for young people in trouble and turning the kitchen into a cafe.
You don't think I'm aware of what's going on in our community? I know that the choices we make to sustain the future of the center is not going to please everybody. But we are aimed at meeting all the needs of the service users, and we have to do what we do best.
I hear you, Dottie, but we need to be careful. At the end of the day, we are going to leave the center in the hands of young ones. We need to make sure they are here to receive it.
Dorothy taps her pen on the list on the table.
Carl, can you tell us about any new business that we could take forward?
Well. We have been approached by Perry Marshall, a local...
Who? Who did you say? Percy Marshall?
Yes, he came in during the week and he called.
What do you mean he come in? You let him into the center?
Why not? I allowed him. Yes, he is able to pay a deposit and 4 weeks higher fee up front and make monthly direct debit payments. Any problem with that? We had a constructive chat during the week and a couple of weeks ago, and he came down to view on Tuesday gone.
Do you know who Percy Marshall is?
I don't have to. What is the issue here?
Listen, calm down. Calm down, Arthur. It is only a discussion.
So you know about that, about the plan to hire the hall to that proclaim racist?
Listen, man. I know that him coming to the office.
He should not have been allowed to get as far as the front door.
This is only a discussion about how to sustain the center, Arthur. We need to talk to everybody and look at all our options.
If you think that is an option, we are in more trouble than you realize. Dorothy, you mean to say that you would consider listed that self-proclaiming racist instead of
All right.
make this place a safe haven for young children?
We are looking at our best option for the center, Arthur. How many more times?
You must be mad.
Problems, don't let it get you down. No. Don't let problems get you down.
At a monthly meeting at the centre, Dorothy R., Ranjit Alice, Carl and Barrington are updated action carried out so far regarding the fourth day Family Day event that they had at the centre in 2 weeks' time.
Well, I am hoping that we won't be out too late today because it's very cold this evening. The agenda is a short one because we need to catch up on what we will be doing for the Family Day activity at the centre. When was the last time this meeting place was clean? Dirty man.
I'm still wondering if it is a good idea to have this event so soon after Christmas.
Listen, man, we discussed that at the last meeting, and it was agreed that we would go ahead. So I can't see the point of going back over this again and again.
Ah, Jesus, we don't have to go back over it again and again. I mean, I'm happy now to go along with it, but I wonder if anyone will come to it.
Well, this is part of what we have to talk about this evening. How are we going to get people interested enough to come out? We have just under 1 hour for this meeting, and I'm hoping that all of our comments can be constructive rather than obstructive, please.
We're all here to be constructive, Dorothy. We're allowed to ask questions.
Yes, good. Carl, start us off with the update of the actions taking place since the last meeting, please.
All right, first and first, Happy New Year, everyone. Are we still doing New Year greetings? I'm never quite sure when to stop saying it.
I don't think anyone knows, but we're still in the first week of, so it's still welcome.
Great! Things have been a bit slow since coming back, really. We didn't manage to purchase all the things we need for the event just before we close for the holiday. The major task is the publicity for the event. I placed an advert in the local paper, which will be out next Monday. As you probably saw when you came in, there's a poster at the front of the building and one just as you come into the reception.
Carl passes the flyers around the table.
Well done, Carl. We noticed the poster, they look good.
How soon can we get these distributed?
I'm hoping to start that next week.
Good. Well, I will talk to Fanny and Fiona. Carl, you have a word with Sam and Dwayne. The more flyers on the hands on deck, the better.
Who designed the flyers?
Of course, Sam and Dwayne.
Very nice.
I noticed we'll be having a raffle. Dorothy, have you got any prizes yet?
Mostly unwanted Christmas presents, I expect.
I have a couple I could donate.
I am sure we have a few items which I expect are unwanted Christmas presents. But they're very nice.
I've a few as well. I've plenty children's toys that you could have, and they're definitely unwanted. And you can come and collect them, Dorothy. Does anyone feel an awful chill in here this evening?
Hang on to them for a while longer. It's early days yet. People are still catching up on visits. It's a bit colder this evening, yes?
Dorothy, now, you know as well as I do what happened last year. The same thing.
I'll pop round on the weekend. Carl, did you put the heating on?
If you observe very well, the heating has been on all day. We will have more than enough prizes. I hope to sell as many raffle tickets as possible.
Well, we could do with raising a few more pounds for kickstart us off in the new year, I can tell you.
When is the centre going to open for business? This radiator by me is as cold as ice. Are you sure the heating's been on, Carl?
Yes. I'm expecting a decision about opening up the centre at this meeting. I've been back in the office for a couple of days and I have had a few regulars knocked to ask if we are open.
Do you have a lot to do regarding your paperwork? Arthur, go check on the radiators for me now, man. You're cold.
That'll never really stop it, and I'm also preparing for the IT session, which will start at the end of the month.
I'll go and check on the boiler. If you can get some flyers ready for that, you could actually have them distributed then, yeah? Same as time as the rest of them.
We have had the flyers for those before the holidays, and some have been distributed. What I would like you to do at the family day is get some people signed up for the classes.
Right, all right. Who will be helping out at the family day event?
I would suggest Martha, Shirley, and Barrington, and they will be there.
All All right, good. Also make sure that Tanny and the others come along too.
Well, everything seems good to me for the family day event. Martha and Shirley will be back in next Monday.
So the centre will be fully operational from next Monday. Will the heating be on?
Don't be cheeky. Yes, the heating has been on.
All right, all right. Could we agree on Tuesday? That way everybody will get a chance to find out where them file them paperwork and be ready to face the members of the public.
That sounds great.
All right, all in agreement with that?
Agreed.
Arthur enters the room.
Where is Barrington?
Or I ask him to look around the centre and give us a little update on anything that might need doing before we end the meeting. He'll be in a bit.
Well, he'll be reporting that the boiler is concord.
No leftover mulled wine or rum cake?
Don't fret about that, Roger. What your name again? We have some in the kitchen. That's the direction we're going to be heading into after the meeting is done.
You still had some left over from last year.
That is some lovely stuff, Alice.
Oh, you should give me the recipe.
All right, as lovely as Alice mulled wine is, that is not on the agenda. What you mean about the boiler concord? Let's get back to business and finish this off, please. Right, Barrington will be in shortly to give us a quick update about the building. As you know, just before the holiday, we had a burst pipe in the toilet. Him spent most of the holiday in and out of the centre to make sure it was fixed. I think we ought to give him a little bonus for that.
God, that must be costing a small fortune. Ah, Ratchet, will you make sure that the window behind is closed properly? It is freezing.
A bit, but it's worth it to prevent it happening again throughout the cold spell.
Barrington enters the room and is a little flustered.
Good evening, all.
Evening, Barrington.
Sorry for taking so long.
It means a longer wait for mulled wine and rum cake, but you're here now.
I don't mind him, Barrington.
All right. I have good news and bad news.
Dear Lord, we know about the boiler conking out. What else is there?
All right, Arthur, please, what is it, Barrington?
Well, the burst pipe situation has been completely sorted. It was fixed last week. I've been monitoring it and I've seen no problems to date. However, on my inspection around the building, I noticed that the hot water and the heating is irregular.
The radiator is stone cold, man.
I called in a friend of mine and he confirmed that there is an internal problem with the boiler.
But we had the damn thing service a couple of months ago. Why wasn't that picked up then?
Listen, what we need to do now is to find out how much it is going to cost us.
It will need a new part. I'm waiting to hear from my friend about the price of the part and labor.
Well, could you make sure that it gets sorted out by Monday or Tuesday morning by the latest?
I really don't know, you know. I only found this out a couple of hours ago and I won't know much more until tomorrow.
All right, all right. Just keep me posted, Barrington. Tomorrow or as soon as you find out. We need to get this sorted out, as Alice said, by Tuesday at the latest.
Has it affected you much, Carl?
You bet. I have been using the small electric heater in the office.
Well, hopefully it will be sorted out properly. Is that the last thing that we need?
Can we have the kitchen now, Dorothy? I can feel the extra chill now.
Well, I expect so. Everything else is fine. And with our preparation for the family day, we should be all right. We wouldn't want to meet, well, actually, we don't need to meet up again till after the event. I'll keep you all posted and I'll come around to you at weekend, Alice. I think that's the end of the agenda now.
What?
Meeting done?
To the kitchen, Arthur.
All right.
All right.
Don't let
At the community event,
get you down.
at the centre, Dorothy,
Put you in a
Mayor Walters, Arthur, Barrington,
just
and Carl
have faith that
are waiting for the mayor to come to the community event. The mayor is in the main office with Barrington, the caretaker. Dorothy prepares some tea and snacks.
Would you like some sugar in your tea, Mayor Walters?
I'll take a couple of spoonfuls, thank you.
It's so wonderful that you could make it to our event, Mayor Walters. Is this your first event for the year? We had our children's party at Christmas, you know. We had a good turnout for that, and we want to start off the new year by getting all of the local people them together.
Dorothy serves the tea to the mayor. Carl knocks on the office door and enters.
Excuse me, Dorothy. Can I have a quick word?
I'll be with you in a minute, Carl.
Carl leaves the office and closes the door outside.
We are expecting a good turnout today. We have had plenty of food and drink to keep everybody warm up, and we've invited the steel band and hope that will keep the people moving.
It was so cold last night. I expected to see snow on the ground this morning when I wake up, you know.
Arthur, don't even mention snow. The weather has been fine so far. I don't want to tempt fate. Let's hope it stays that way throughout the day.
I hope so. At least till the event is over. Tell me, Mayor Walters, do you realize that the center may close because of all the recent changes in the council?
Well,
No, it's not the time to discuss the closures, Arthur. We have invited the mayor here so he can see what we do and how we do it. Let's not spoil it now. We talk about closure.
Barrington joins Carl outside the office.
What's taking so long? You spoke to Dorothy?
Yes. I asked to see her, and she said that she'll be with me in a minute.
How long ago was that?
I'm not sure.
Why are you whispering? She needs to know what's going on. Maybe she could help.
No worries about that, Barrington. She's not going to be happy.
Of course not. This is our first big event for the new year. The mayor is here, and we can't find a key for the hall. She had the lightly to pat us on the back and say, well done. It's Dorothy.
That's so true.
Then let her know now.
Are you sure you looked everywhere, Barrington? Maybe it will be best coming from you.
Yes, Barrington?
Excuse me, Dorothy. Mayor Walters, Arthur. Dorothy, you need to come and help us with a little problem we are having.
Can't you sort it out without me?
No, sir. We have been trying for a while, and it's now becoming a matter of urgency.
Urgency? Carl didn't mention anything about urgency.
Dorothy gets up and walks towards Barrington.
Excuse me, Mayor Walters. I need to go and see what the problem is.
Dorothy leaves the office.
Well, Mayor Walters, since I'm not allowed to talk about closures, let's keep this to real talk. How you doing, boy?
Barrington and Carl told Dorothy about the missing keys as they walk along the corridor.
I'm not sure what happened, but here said them detective sitting on.
What do you mean, say you lose the keys to the hall?
It is not lost, more misplaced.
Listen, let me get this clear. Have either of you got the keys?
No, Dorothy.
Let me ask you again. Have either of you seen the keys?
No, Dorothy.
Have either of you any ideas where the keys are right now?
No, Dorothy.
Well, let me tell you something. If you have misplaced the keys, I suggest that you try hard and remember where you could have placed them. If you have lost the keys, I suggest you find a way into the hall within the next 5 minutes. And just in case you haven't noticed, the event should have started 10 minutes ago. People are coming into the center.
Yes, Dorothy!
Don't let it get you down. No, no. Don't let problems get you down. It'll put you in a hole. Just have faith and remember Jah, He will guide you along with His heart and soul.
Sunday morning at Dorothy's house. Sunday morning at Patricia's house. Okay, excuse me. Okay, it's actually the staff and volunteers meeting at the centre. Present are Carl, Shirley, Martha, Barrington, Dwayne and Sam. They're all in the main hall reflecting on the Family Day event held the previous week and setting a plan for action for the next away day. Martha, who's taken the notes, is not quite focused.
I'm excited. I don't know about anyone else, but I am glad the first event for the year is over and done with.
Absolutely. I've been looking for the key to the small storage cupboard over there in the corner since that day. Martha, I need to order a new one.
Maybe Patricia has them.
Why, I don't think so, you know.
I still don't understand how she ended up with the keys for the hall.
I'm sure you agree, it has really been a challenging day, but overall, I think it went well. What do you guys think?
Do I need to start taking notes now?
Don't be in a hurry, Martha. I'll let you know when to start.
You okay, Martha? I didn't see you right then.
The 4 hours the event lasted went quickly enough, but I'm not sure how people felt about the day.
Did you get a chance to look at the feedback forms?
Yes, I'll get to that, but I was talking about you, my team.
Oh.
Sam, Dwayne, any feedback from the young people? What?
We haven't had a chance to sit down with him yet, but the ones who came and stayed had a good time.
Okay. Thank you to Sam.
Losing the key was not a good look, though.
I can imagine. But that was resolved. Anything else?
Are we all going on the away day?
We will pick that up on the agenda in a bit, Sam. Right. If there's nothing else to add, we'll move on.
Shirley lifts up her copy of the agenda.
Yeah, there's not much on this agenda.
Shouldn't be. The main topic for this meeting is the away day.
Right, so we are actually going to have a meeting about a meeting.
I have to let Dorothy know as soon as possible. What is staff and volunteers would like to talk about on the day? Martha, you can start taking the notes now.
Martha does not respond.
Are you ready to take the notes, Martha?
Can't you see that she's not herself today? She's been distant since she came into the room.
Would you like to take the notes then, Shirley?
You've got issues, you know that?
Shirley gets up and sits next to Martha.
Would you like to get some fresh air, Martha?
Martha, I'm afraid if you leave now, we'll have to continue without you. And someone else has to take the notes.
I'm okay, Shirley. I'll take the notes.
No, you are not, and you need to take a few minutes. I'll take the notes if Carl chooses to go ahead with the meeting without you.
Thank you, Shirley.
Oh, take as long as you need. I'll catch up with you in a bit. Right. I'm the note taker for this meeting, and the first thing I'd like to discuss at the away day is management needs to retrain on how to treat members of staff.
You bet. I do my best. If you all understand what I do here every day, you will be more considerate.
Shaft, look, forget that, man. I think we need to talk about how the young people are being treated in our sessions.
What do you mean? How are they being treated?
He doesn't mean anything. Dee, we need to talk some more before we bring this to them.
No, we need to bring it to them now. Every time there's a meeting, it gets put under any other business, and nothing gets sorted. I'm done with that. We need to chat about it now, and make sure it's at the top of the agenda for the away day.
Dwayne, I assure you that no one is going to object to you talking. This is a great opportunity for all of us to put our views forward.
Well, I'm glad. That's good.
Well, we're going to need a couple of minutes to sort ourselves out.
Well, I'm good to go now. We've been talking about this for ages. Look what happened at the event last week.
Tell me, what happened?
Nothing. It's all sorted now.
No. You have to bring it to the table. I'm getting the feeling that we need to talk about what happened here last week before we can move forward with anything else you have to say.
I heard that the police were involved.
Police? Well, how come no one told me this?
All right. We may need to minute this conversation.
No, we don't.
If there's any cause for concern, which we need to.
I'm taking the notes.
Look, Shirley, it's okay.
What was the problem, and how come you guys didn't come to me?
It was hectic that day. And you had other things going on.
So what happened?
Nothing.
So Barrington was lying about the police.
Why would I lie about that?
Look, nobody said anything about lying.
It could have been just a rumor. You know how people is.
What did you see Barrington?
Why, I mean, I say nothing, you know.
There was nothing to see.
Look, this place needs to provide more for the young people to do. We need more sessions and we need to get them started.
It's important that if you want to continue with this, I seriously need to know what happened with the police.
Dwayne gets up and walks over to the small storage cupboard, takes a bunch of keys from his pockets and opens the cupboard.
Sam, come give me a hand, please.
Sam goes over to help Dwayne and returns to the meeting table with a box. They place the box on the table and take their seats.
What's in that box?
I'll give him a chance.
How comes you to have a key to that cupboard?
That's a good question. Definitely.
I am sure there's a reasonable explanation.
I'm thinking more questionable reasons.
The police did not come to the centre.
But were they involved?
We did have a little problem, which we managed to sort out without getting out of control.
All I want to know is how you all got the key for that cupboard.
Barrington.
The man surely needs an answer. In fact, we all need an answer.
Sorry, Barrington.
What for?
You haven't answered the question about the box neither.
Dwayne stands up and pulls the box closer to him. He opens it and starts to remove the content. Everyone is silent.
What the... Knives? Knuckle dusters? Bicycle chains? Baseball bats? Cricket balls? A sword?
What's going on?
Give them a chance. I have to get to the bottom of this. The so-called reasonable explanation could be in the bottom of the box.
All I know is that Arsenal is not just about football. And when are they up to?
Look, we can explain, but we need to calm down and hear us out. Come on.
Please tell me you are joking. Calm? Can you see what's in front of you?
Carl takes the phone from his pocket and gets ready to take pictures.
Surely, if you're not going to take notes, I record the evidence.
What?
Shirley gets up and grabs the phone. It drops on the floor. Dwayne and Sam scramble to put the weapons back in the box.
We need your help here, guys. We took these from some of the kids last week.
Carl is on the floor picking up his phone.
Which of the kids? We need to know their names. We need to go to the police.
No, chill out. We can't do that. They trusted us, and we need your help, but no police.
We need to know what happened last week.
We promise you, Show, nothing happened. Man, them came down from Sanctuary. He dodged them, mans, and, came all the way with his boys. They were tooled up, and, we managed to convince them to give us what they had.
Now this is an order. Henceforth, Sanctuary is banned from the center.
You know you can't never get that ban for stick.
How dare you question my authority? Those things have been in here for days. They go now. I don't care what you do with them, but you are not leaving them here.
Don't be
in the center.
Don't be silly. We can't let them walk out of here with them.
Do you realize that we have to report this to the committee?
Not if we handle it properly.
I'm convinced you've been hanging around with these two for too long. You are unduly influenced. We have to let the committee know. We can't pretend this never happened, and that is final.
Shirley walks round to the boys and rummages through the box.
You guys have put me in a very awkward position. You want the committee to take you seriously, to listen to you, to trust you, and you bring me this?
Shirley.
Well, Sam, this is serious.
Martha enters the room.
Shirley, the police are outside. They want to speak to you.
Shirley doesn't respond. Carl walks towards her.
I'll go and speak to them myself.
Barrington blocks his path.
They asked to speak to Shirley.
How dare you, Barrington? Abori Okpeni, you are all bloody mad. The committee paid me to look after this place. I will not let you all destroy it.
I trust these kids, Carl.
Don't let it get you down. problems get you down. It's a
Sunday
good
morning
thing,
at Patricia's house.
oh.
She's there with Winston and Colin. Patricia had called a meeting with her brother to discuss their parents' plan to return to Jamaica. It's mid-morning and Patricia enters her front room to find Winston sleeping on the sofa.
Winston! 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 Get up, man! You really didn't have to sleep in here last night, you know. You didn't have to sleep in here and using my blanket.
It made more sense than going home.
You could have slept in Eddie's room, you know. He's at Mom's house. No one but me uses that blanket.
I'm surprised I made it this far. There's no way I could have made it up those stairs.
Look, take this. Look at it. Take this stinking thing with you. This dirty T-shirt. Take it with you. Look, even Eddie knows he's not supposed to leave his clothes on the floor. Look, I need you to get up, get yourself sorted. Colin will be here shortly.
All right, chill, sis, now chill, man.
What do you mean chill?
Give me a few more minutes.
Come on! Look, Winston, don't get me out. Lay down in Eddie's room.
She throws the clothes onto him and slaps him on the side of the head.
See you? And take these with you. Take them with you. I need to get this place cleared up.
Chill now, sis, me tell you already. Chill now. Give me 5 more minutes.
5 minutes, 5 minutes, 5 minutes. It's always 5 minutes with you. You look. You can be so bloody awkward.
She walks towards the door.
I'm going to make some breakfast.
Do you have any hot chocolate? Yeah, I bet you have hot chocolate for Colin, don't you?
No, I couldn't give him nothing, not if he's sleeping on my sofa.
All right, if I go upstairs, will you bring the hot chocolate up to me?
You're bright, you know. You're bright. I have no time for you and your foolishness. Not this morning.
All right, I'm up. I don't need no more sleep anyway. I'll catch up later. So what's for breakfast? What's for breakfast, sis?
You do realize I am not your mother.
Winston collects his clothes and blanket.
Please leave my blanket on the sofa.
Patricia enters the kitchen and turns on the kettle. The front door slams shut.
Oh, Colin? Colin, is that you? And please tell me you brought some milk with you.
Colin enters the kitchen and kisses Patricia and hands her a plastic bag.
Morning, sis. Take this.
Morning, love.
Patricia looks in the plastic bag.
Oh, thank you. I'm good. Where did you get to last night? I thought you were coming back here. Oh, and thank you. Thank you for the milk. Well,
You do realise you're not mum, right? I need to have a quick wash.
go and do your thing, Winston. Go and do your thing. Sorry, Colin. Winston is upstairs.
What's he doing up so early? Thought we're meeting at 11.
Unlike you, he found his way to my sofa at some point during the night. Hurry up! We need to sort out a few things before we go around to Mum's.
Colin leaves the kitchen. He can be heard upstairs running. Patricia gets some breakfast started. Winston enters the kitchen.
The kettle is boiled.
I heard Colin's voice.
Yes. He went upstairs. How come you didn't see him?
I don't know. He went straight into the bathroom. I was in Eddie's room, innit? When are you going to sort out the shelves in Eddie's room?
As soon as you come round with the toolbox. I've been asking you for weeks now.
All right, chill now, sis, man. Sorry, Pat. I'll sort this out. You know, I'll sort it out during the week. Promise, trust.
Yeah. Yes, thank you. The fool is comforted.
Winston
be
moves
like that.
closer to Patricia.
Don't be like that. I'll sort it out.
I'm not cooking much this morning. Just some eggs with some beans and some toast. We need to get started.
Why do you want to talk about this without Mum and Dad anyway?
Because we need to get it straight in our heads. How we're going to tell them to leave things.
Okay, I can't see what the big deal is, you know. It's ages before they go.
That not say. We need to start talking about how we want things to play out.
Footsteps can be heard coming towards downstairs.
What's up, Wid?
Morning.
If we could focus, if we could just focus, please. Let's just focus.
Yeah, fine by me.
Winston?
I'm good with that.
Great.
Patricia dishes up breakfast, and they all eat and talk.
Well, let's get started.
You do realise when Mum finds out that we've been talking about their plan to go to Jamaica, she won't be happy.
Yes, I know that.
Yeah, I haven't heard them talk about it.
It won't matter. Jimmy, you haven't heard anything about it.
I ain't heard them talk about it for months.
Mom hasn't spoken about it much. Dad is the one moving forward with it. The other day, he asked me to sort out his Jamaica passport for him.
Okay, he's moving too fast. He needs to chill. Mum is still hearing every sense of the word.
Yes. But she needs to start taking it seriously. Daddy's getting very frustrated.
We can't force her. You know, Mum. When she's ready, she'll focus. Right now, she's distracted by what's going on at the centre.
Yes, I know. So we need to help move things forward quickly, please.
Why? They're more than capable of doing that for themselves.
Yes. You're both not paying any attention to what I'm saying. We are the ones that are going to end up inheriting their responsibility at the centre.
Hey, look here, not me. The centre is not part of my future, you know.
We're a team of competent staff. They could take the centre forward when they go.
Yet when they go, it's going to leave a massive gap all round. We need to start thinking about how we are going to fill that gap.
Chill out, sis. You're worried too much. I don't think you need to worry about it, you know. Just chill.
Maybe I am a little worried. But they have been a rock for all of us over all these years. I just need to know that when they are gone, look, we need to know where things stand.
Then you need to be talking to them about it, innit?
Win has a point, sis.
Yes, I know. But how? How on earth are we going to tell them that we don't see the centre as part of our future? How are we going to tell them that when they're leaving? I have a feeling, right? I have this strong feeling that they're relying on us to take over some form of responsibility for it.
Look here, is this all we're going to be talking about at dinner tonight?
No. I just want us to start thinking about it.
Colin gets up and takes his plate over to the kitchen sink.
Well, don't overthink it, sis.
You're all right.
We'll sort it out closer to the time, man. Look, I need to go and see a friend before I go to Mum's. Is it okay if I catch up with you guys later?
All right, let's forget about it for today, Pat, yeah? I hear what you're saying, but there's not much we can do about it right now. So just, deal with it later.
All right, see you.
Colin kisses Patricia and leaves the kitchen.
Thanks for breakfast. I'll see you later. Bye, Win.
Don't let it get you down. No.
Sunday dinner at the Henrys. Colin, who had arrived late. Dorothy, Arthur, Winston, Patricia, Colin, Fiona, Sophie, Tanika, Eddie, Althea, and baby Shaquille are all present. Dorothy shouts from the kitchen.
Eddie, come and take this tray to the table. I don't think we could wait for Colin any longer. The food will get cold. You hear me?
Why? He knows what time dinner starts. We do this every month at the same time. Let's just move forward and eat now.
Arthur enters the room and Eddie enters with a tray of potatoes.
I could hear plenty noise. How you all expect a man to get a nap in peace? Sophie, are you going to say the grace?
I need to put this tray down. Excuse me, Grandad. Just put it in the middle, big head.
Sophie, you're blessing the table today.
Granddad, I did it last time.
So you know we're how to do it this time, baby. Are you ready to get to business, Dottie?
Yes, we are. Let me start now.
Arthur gives Dorothy a kiss and they sit down at the table.
Go on then, Sophie, darling. Say the grace.
Dear Jesus, thank you for the food and baby Shaq that will be seeing his daddy very soon. Amen.
Amen. Good girl, beautiful. Let's eat.
Yeah, baby Shaq. Your daddy soon. Come on, boy.
be so good to have him back, you know. I spoke to him yesterday. He sounded all right, man. He asked about everyone and reminded me that while he's been away, his share of the food should not be teethed by anybody.
Nah, man. His share of food has done gone to our few already.
Where's he going to sit when he comes back?
Don't worry about her. There's room enough for all of us round my table.
Winston, you have a lot on your plate this week, son. With Eddie coming home, and Sophie's appointment, are you okay with everything?
Chill, no, Dad. I'm fine, man. Me and Michelle are on top of things. Trust me.
Why didn't Michelle come today?
I think Dad upset her yesterday. She's still angry.
Sophie?
She said that's what she said. I forgot to tell you, Gran. She did send her apology.
Why are you always upsetting her, man? Mum said you used to always upset her all the time.
Don't pick on him.
No one is picking on anybody at my table. No, come and start eating, man.
So, how are you, Sophie? Are you all set for your visit to the hospital, darling?
She was talking about it last week. She says she knows what to expect now. Lots of questions, lots of waiting around, and a cold bum.
So you're not worried then?
Are you worried, Soph? Not really. Good for you, anyways.
You know the drill. Worrying will only make it feel worse. And guess what? When you get back, I'm going to have some muffins ready, just waiting for you.
Colin enters the room and greets everyone.
Uncle Colin!
Sophie! I saved my biggest hug for you. Mom, how you doing? Fee, Tanya, Wagwan. Bless up Daddy. Eddie, my main man. Kisses all. Hey, sis. Athea, you on the baby? Ooh, it's getting big already. Ooh. Hey, handsome. I've got some of you in the bag. Winston? As always, Fee.
Don't let it get you down. No, no. Don't let problems get you down. It'll put you in a hole. Just have faith and remember Jah, He will guide you along with His heart and soul.
Sunday evening after dinner at Henry's house, Winston and Colin are in the kitchen washing the dishes. Colin washes while Winston dries. Colin confronts Winston about his attitude towards him since he got home.
Those girls got away with it again. They always seem to know the right time to exit. They've grown up fast. Even in the last month, they matured a bit more, especially Tanika. She is a real tonic to be around. She's so full of life. You must be very proud of her, man. I was talking to Pat the other day, and we were just saying how well they seem to be doing. I think it's brilliant that Tanny wants to travel. It will do the world of good. Based on previous experiences, we're going to be at this sink for a while. If you join in the conversation, it might make the time go quicker.
Yeah, Mum should have invested in a dishwasher time ago.
I'm guessing that they identified cheap labor well before the dishwasher was invented. How's Robert doing? It'll be good to have him alone, to have him home.
Look. Could we just get on with the job at hand and stop the bullshit chat?
Woo, you've never been one to hold back, Win.
Just tell me to shut up.
Hey, look here. Don't call me Win.
Whoa. What? Come on then. Since I've been here, you've made it obvious that you don't want me to talk. You don't want to talk to me or hear what I've to say.
I can't have made it obvious enough. If you still insist on getting a response.
You need to start moving some of them plates off the rack. I'll be doing the glasses in a bit. I can't carry on till you move them.
Look, you walk in here and then you carry on like you own the damn place.
What are you talking about? All I'm asking you to do is move the clean things from the dish rack so that I can carry on and get out of your way.
Everyone has you down as a star. Every time you come in the room and make an appearance.
What are you talking about? Could we just do this? I don't want to be rushing up for the rest of the night.
Winston moves the plates from the rack.
Mum and Dad have always thought too much of you, and everyone has just gone along with it.
Look, Win, whatever you want to say to me, you need to get on with it. You won't see me again for another month, and I wouldn't want you to develop an ulcer waiting for my return.
Look here, I don't tell you already, you know. You need to stop calling me Win. I'm not your little brother anymore, you know.
You'll always be my little brother, and I don't have a problem with that. You're done moving them plates. I don't know what your problem is, but I'm listening.
You are really beginning to piss me off.
Ah, very much so. It didn't just start now, did it? You ready for the glasses? These are delicate, so you need to be careful with the mood you're in.
Child, look, I can't do this anymore, you know.
Winston walks off.
Where you going? Come back here.
Then Dorothy enters the kitchen.
What's all the fuss about, man?
That wash-belly boy of yours has thrown a tantrum and stormed off.
God, what did you say to him?
He thinks that I'm the spoiled one. And he doesn't seem to realize that he's the one that's always getting away with everything.
What happened?
Nothing happened, Mum. He's had his face screwed up since I came in the house.
All right. Probably because you came in late and we pretended that we never noticed. Which part him gone?
To sulk upstairs. That's what he always does. He never wanted to wash the dishes in the first place. And that has left me to get on with it. Idiot boy.
Listen, no, man. You two, wanna go and have to start out on the differences, you know?
I don't have anything to sort out with Winston, Mum. He clearly has a problem with me. And if he can't bring it to me like a man, he needs to step back and suck it up wherever it is.
All right, son. Calm down, no, man. It's a Sunday, you know. I will go and get him upstairs and make him help you finish off.
You and I both know that's not going to happen. That he's not going to come back. Don't bother with him. That's what he wants. I can't believe that he's still so selfish and stubborn. You and Dad allowed him to get away with it too much over the years. There's always been one excuse or the other. He's sickly. He's not strong as you. He needs time. Just leave him. I don't really want him around me for the rest of the evening. I can finish the washing up myself. It won't be the first time.
All right. Now get the girls and make them come help you.
It's okay, Mum. I can finish up. Leave the girls.
You sure? Look, you know that...
Mum, please.
Don't let it get you down. No.
Bedtime at the Henrys. Arthur and Dorothy are in bed talking. Arthur shares his concerns about Robert, who will be changing home from prison.
I wonder what things will be like when Robert comes home.
Why? What you mean?
You know.
Not really, dear. Listen, sometime I think you don't want him to come back. And then other times I get the feeling you can't wait to have him back.
Really?
Some days you seem to be very excited, especially after your last visit to the penitentiary.
Why do you always have to call it that?
What else would you like me to call the place?
Some days it makes me feel good to know that he will be home soon. But now, it's only days away. And I'm a little worried.
I wonder how we will feel once him is back. I don't know why you let it worry you so much, though. Everything will be all right. We have everything to look forward to.
Yeah, I know that, but you know, he has always been a sensitive boy. He has found the last few months very difficult.
I think we've all found it difficult.
Yes, but he has been away from us.
He took himself away from us. And we have had to pick up the pieces, including taking in a stranger and a baby.
Althea is not a stranger. And that child is our great-grandchild.
Well, she's a stranger to me. We knew nothing about her before he get himself into this trouble.
He used to tell me about her all the time. They haven't been boyfriend and girlfriend for long, you know.
But it was long enough for her to get pregnant.
Okay, Dottie. I know you get upset about how everything happened, but the main thing is he will be home soon.
How does that become the main thing? We have 110 things to get on with, and all of a sudden, Robert coming home from the penitentiary become the main thing. Who and how is that being decided?
Don't upset yourself, man.
I'm not upsetting myself, but sometimes I just get confused. We have Sophie's medical problem to deal with, and we have the problem at the center we keep on top of. And Patricia, she on the verge of a nervous breakdown. Winston need to get his backside sorted out and figure out if him is coming or going. Didn't you hear him and Colin earlier?
Ah, Lord. We all heard them. Don't worry about them. They are grown people.
Then there's our Tanny with her darn plan for swan off around the world to some place or another with her laptop and her rucksack. And not forgetting for your grand plan for a new life in Jamaica in 12 months.
Okay, Dottie.
But that's my point. It's not okay. I can't understand how you can sit here and tell me that Robert coming home is the main thing.
I know, and I'm not forgetting about everything else. It's just that I feel I can do a bit to help him. Everything else is resting on other people.
Well, I'm glad that you can focus on one thing.
He wants to do something with it worthwhile. When he come home, he's very excited about the baby, but very scared about the idea of being a father.
He should be. He has had Winston as his primary example.
Dottie, please. Winston has lost his way a little, but he has always looked after his children.
Looking after your children involve a lot of things, and I never see Winston manage to do it. All him do is to make sure that at the end of every day, he pick them end up in this house. That is not looking after your children. That is us looking after him children.
Oh, we have never objected, though.
Well, maybe that could have done more harm than good. The boy is 33 years old now, and him have no real sense of responsibility.
The main point is,
I know Robert is coming home soon.
and as much as that seemed to be my primary focus, I haven't forgotten about the equally important things such as having not mentioned.
All right, thank you.
We will sort things out before we go home. You know, I don't expect us to just up and leave when things are not quite the way it's supposed to be.
I guess we have to wait and see what happens.
These winter nights are always good when you're next to me daddy. Oh man, I love that when we can always resolve our little differences, you know, or issue with good sensible conversation. By the way, that meal you cooked today was absolutely outstanding.
Arthur takes Dorothy's hand and kisses it.
It was only my regular Sunday dinner.
Maybe, but it gets my heart, everything going.
Arthur kisses her shoulder, moves towards her to kiss her next.
That's it. That's
Do you
it.
realize that nearly all of our children and the grandchildren is in the house?
The food got to my heart, but it got to their bellies and made them too lazy to move. It's okay, man. They think we have gone to sleep.
You think so?
Arthur moves closer to Dorothy.
I know, sir. They think we're fast asleep. Long time, Daddy. You feeling sleepy?
Yes, Arthur. No, Arthur, I'm not sleepy, Arthur.
You sure you're not feeling sleepy, Daddy? Daddy, guess what? Me neither.